14 pitchers, 17 runs, and almost 5 hours after the start of Game 5 of the National League Division Series, the Cubs made good on manager Joe Maddon's summer declaration to bring on the Dodgers, but that's for later. There will be enough time to talk Cubs-Dodgers in the National League Championship Series. For now, we need to go back over Game 5 of Cubs-Nationals. The crazy Game 5, the hallucinating Game 5, the staggered, stumbling, bumbling, supernova, head-spinning, self-inflicted Game 5, or we could just say the Cubs' '98 game was drunk. I mean, just look at some of the things that happened. Kris Bryant, the reigning NL MVP, made 2 outs in 1 inning. Jason Heyward, where rallies go to die, was walked intentionally. Nationals catcher Matt Wieters committed a passed ball on a Javi Baez strikeout that should have ended the 5th inning. Wieters followed the passed ball strikeout with a throwing error that allowed a run to score. Tommy La Stella drew a catcher's interference to load the bases. John Jay delivered an RBI hit by pitch with the bases loaded. The Cubs batted around against Cy Young winner Max Scherzer after he retired the first 2 hitters on 6 pitches. And that was just the 5th inning. No lie, true fact, just the 5th inning. Drunk, I'm telling you. The game was drunk with so many other notable moments. Nationals catcher Jose Lobaton was picked off first base in the bottom of the 8th of a '98 elimination game with the tying run at second. Jason Worth lost Addison Russell's line drive in the lights in left field to give the Cubs a run. Mike Montgomery uncorked a wild pitch on ball 4 to give the Nationals a run. Kyle Hendricks allowed 4 earned runs, something he hadn't done since June 4. The Nationals blew a 41 lead. The Cubs nearly blew an 84 lead. Plate umpire Jerry Lane took a Wade Davis fastball flush in the mask when catcher Wilson Contreras got crossed up. Plate umpire Jerry Lane popped Wilson Contreras on the chin for getting crossed up. The teams combined for 15 walks and 21 strikeouts. The teams combined to leave 22 men left on base. The teams combined to use 24 position players. The Cubs scored 9 runs despite going just 1 for 11 with runners in scoring position. Former White Sox reliever Matt Albers outpitched Scherzer. Cubs reliever Brian Duensing pitched 4/3 of an inning way back in the bottom of the 5th and was credited with the win. Russell managed 2 hits, as many as he had in the 4 previous games total, and drove in 4 runs, which were 4 more than he had in the first 4 games of the series. Dusty Baker lost both challenges allotted in playoff games. Jay doubled on the second pitch of the game after the Cubs had been 0 for 12 in the first inning in the first 4 games. Apparently frazzled after just 2 pitches, National starter Gio Gonzalez threw the 3rd pitch of the game to the backstop. Maddon played the infield and with 1 out in the first and was rewarded when Baez threw out Trea Turner at the plate on Bryce Harper's grounder. Wieters beat the shift by dumping a bunt down the third baseline. Kyle Schwarber drove a ball off the right field fence but managed only a single because he hit the ball over 100 miles per hour. Carl Edwards Jr. somehow, inexplicably pitched to 1 batter, which is 1 batter more than he has deserved in this series. Jose Quintana, the 28-year-old, salary-controlled starter acquired in a mega crosstown trade with the White Sox, pitched in relief for the first time since 2012. Michael A. Taylor hit a 3-run homer in his first at-bat in Game 5 after hitting a grand slam in his last at-bat in Game 4, like he was trying to homer for the cycle. And lastly, remarkably, Davis completed a 7-out save, something the 32-year-old right-hander had never done in his 9-year career. You think you just saw it all, right? You think staying up until almost midnight got you everything, right? Wrong. The Cubs owe us. I don't know how they missed it in almost 5 hours of baseball, but they did. And now they have a best-of-7 series against the Dodgers to produce a triple play.